I just want to welcome everyone here today. What you're about to discover here, I'm going to go over the London breakout strategy. I'm going to give you an understanding of the European session, and we're going to utilize trade setups in the European session. Now, we don't have too much time today, so let me go ahead. Let me start off by letting everyone know that trading does have its own form of risk involved, and you should never invest money that you can't afford to lose. And you should always trade with proper equity management in mind. Now, there is no such thing as an undefeated season with trading, and you may incur losses from time to time. But the key is to keep your profits high and to have minimal losses as you're going along. Now, it is highly recommended that you go through the complete education in its entirety and you begin trading as an educated and knowledgeable trader. Now, please be advised that anything I'm going to show you today, do not take this as investment advice. I'm going to walk you through some trade examples, and I will show you some trades that win and some trades that lose. Now, ultimately, when you do trade live, the decision to make a specific trade is yours. Now, let me quickly explain to you who Market Traders Institute is. We were founded by Jared Martinez in February of 1994. Been around for 20 years. We're located right here in beautiful Lake Mary, Florida, which is about 20 minutes north of Orlando here in Central Florida. Now, we employ over 100 of the most talented staff in the Forex industry, and we operate under a single mission. That is to create successful traders through the empowerment of education. And since client satisfaction is of the highest importance to MTI, we've designed all of our client interactions around one single sentence. That is, we never leave a client behind. In fact, that is the backbone of our education, is that you never trade alone with Market Traders Institute. Now, for those of you who are in the room here today that don't know what the Forex market is, let me take a quick minute here. Let me bring you up to speed. Now, the Forex market is the largest financial market with almost limitless amounts of liquidity. Now, what that really means is that it is a market of limitless financial opportunity. Now, according to sumoforex.com, the Forex market has over $5 trillion traded within a 24-hour period. That means you virtually have access to unlimited amount of buyers and sellers, which means your orders or trades are placed within a fraction of a second. Now, the Forex market is a very convenient market. It is open 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. This is a perfect market for you to trade if you have a busy work schedule, because you can trade before or even after work. Or if you're like me, if you're up late, early in the morning, you can trade at that point as well. Or you can build your skill in trading and even replace your income and become a full-time trader, and then you get to pick and choose which hours you would like to trade. Now, the Forex market is traded by some of the world's top investors like Warren Buffett and George Soros. Now, to give you an idea, George Soros here, the gentleman on the right, he made over $60 million in just over 18 hours in trading the Forex market. Now, as Reed mentioned here, I have been involved in trading in the investment market since 1998, mostly the stock market. I have worked for several financial companies and firms, and I helped start and launch an entirely new financial services company from the ground up. More importantly, though, I am a student of Market Traders Institute. I've actually been a student of Market Traders Institute. I've gone through this education. Now, unfortunately, in 45 minutes, I'm not going to be able to teach you everything about trading the Forex market. But what today I could teach you a strategy that you can start using tomorrow morning that would allow you and assist you in making $2,000 to $3,000 per month. Now, go ahead, type a me into the chat box if you would like to follow an easy strategy to make upwards of $5,000 per month starting next month that you can apply starting tomorrow morning. Yeah, Carol says me, Jonathan says me, Alex says me, absolutely. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, let me go into the live market here, and let me introduce you to the strategy. Now, there are 6 different currency pairs you can utilize with this London breakout session. The British pound Australian dollar, the British pound US dollar, the pound Canadian dollar, the pound New Zealand dollar, British pound, the Kiwi, and the pound yen. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to focus on the pound dollar for this trading session here. Now, in this market, what we are trying to capture are called pips. And you measure the pips on the right-hand side of your screen here. At the bottom is the time factor right there. Now, with a standard lot investment, that is about a $2,000, let me type that out for you, standard lot investment. That is about a $2,000 investment per trade. That will then generate, each pip is then going to be worth $10. Let me type that out for you here. So if you're taking notes, you might want to write this down because this is what we're going to be utilizing as we go through today's presentation here. Now, once again, I don't have too much time to break this all down for you here, but that's basically the Forex market for you. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to teach you a strategy that you can take advantage of starting tomorrow. Now, with this strategy, you'll be able to capture 50 pips per currency pair with a standard position. So with 50 pips, let me edit this for you here. So 50 pips per currency pair, that would then generate, with a standard lot investment, that would generate $500 per day and then per currency pair. So very simple strategy I'm going to show you here today. Per currency pair. There we go. And once again, you can utilize the same strategy on all 6 of those currency pairs that I showed you here before here. So once we get this done here, if you go ahead, please go ahead. Let me show you here how this strategy works here. Now, what this market is going to do is it is going to form its first initial low or high for the day within a 24-hour period. It is going to form between 2 o'clock, let me type this out for you, 2 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time and 5 o'clock. In fact, let me type that out for you as well. To 5 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. This is where the market is going to form its initial high or low for the day. Now, the opposite high or low, it is going to be formed generally between 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time and 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That will form its high or low, the corresponding high or low for the day right there. Let me type that out for you just like that. In fact, let me go ahead, let me edit that to make that a little bit more clear here. Your initial high or low. So pretty straightforward. Your initial first high or low for the day will be formed between 2 a.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. I'm sorry, a.m. Your opposite low or high for the day is going to be formed between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, there's an average daily trading range. The average daily trading range, let me go ahead and let me type that out here, is generally from 50 pips, and it's between 50 pips to about 200 pips per day. Meaning that the market's going to move between 50 to 200 pips on average per day. So the strategy I'm going to show you here today, we're basically going after 50 pips per day per currency pair. Very simple strategy. Just simply want to come in here and get a quick single with each one of these. So go ahead, please type a done into the chat box. Let me know that you have written this down so you understand that basic strategy. So we're going to go into the market here, and what I want to do is I'm going to prove to you how this works. Great. Thank you, Pierre. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Alexander. Great. So let's go ahead into the market here. Now, once again, showing you that the initial high is going to form between 2 a.m. and 5 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. In fact, let me go ahead and let me clean this all up here for you. Now that everybody has that written down. Once again, I apologize. We don't have much time. But I do want to get into the market here. I want to demonstrate this for you here. So here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go day by day. I'm going to show you to you. Go back in here, and let's see here. There is 4 o'clock, and there's our 3 o'clock right there. So right there, would everyone agree that the market formed its initial high or low for the day and then pull back from there? Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back here. Go back. I'm going to show this to you, showing how between 2 o'clock a.m. and 5 o'clock a.m. In fact, right there, bam. There's our 5 o'clock. Go ahead right there. Let me back this up. Now I'm just going to go through the month. I'm going to go through here and show you how this works. So there's our 4 o'clock. It forms right there. The market pulls and rallies up. Very simple strategy. All I want to do right now is just go through the month here, show you how this is working right there. Market forms its high or low for the day and pulls back. Very simple strategy. Now, we're getting to the point where we're crossing in over to October. Here's what we're going to be looking at right here. One thing I want to point out is that because of in October, we had, that was before daylight savings time here. So unfortunately, now we're now looking at about 1 hour behind. So I'm going to go ahead and back this up. And let's see, 6, 5, 4, and there we go. There's our 2 o'clock. just like that. I know some of you are probably going to get sick of this. You're probably saying, William, I'm getting tired of this. But why don't I just go back here? I just want to show you how the market's going to form either it's low or high for that day, either rally up or pull back, just like that. Oh, let me delete that for you here. There we go. Just like that. Now, the reason for this, I know some of you might be wondering, well, why does this happen? It's because there are 3 trading sessions each day. There's the Asian trading session, there's the U.S. trading session, and then there's the European trading session. The Forex market is 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. There's our low for the day right there. Go ahead, let me circle that right there. Now, during the European session, it said that the European market processes the bulk of their Forex transactions. So what we're simply doing is we're coming in here, and during this period, the banks are processing their orders, and this provides a huge injection of volume and directional movement. Now, this gives you and I the ability to take advantage of this directional movement and to take advantage of the Forex market. So I'm simply just coming back through here, and then right there, just like that. So let me quickly go through here. I'm going to go quickly through here, show you how the market's forming its high or low for the day during that time period. Back that right there. Bam, there's the 2 o'clock. And just like that. Now I'm going to go in here, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the actual strategy and how this works. Right there's our 3 o'clock. Let me go ahead and back this up some more. We'll go through this month here. I'm going to show you how this happens time and time again. Just like that. There's our 3 o'clock right there. Now we're going to teach you how to trade the strategy. So let's go ahead, back it up. There's our 2 o'clock. Right here, the market forms this initial high or low for the day and then pulls back. And we're just going to go through. I'm going to go through the month here and show you each and every time this works. There's our 3 o'clock right there. Very simple strategy. We're going to teach you how to do this. So let's go ahead, quickly back through the month. There's our 2 o'clock. Bam. Market forms this initial high or low, rallies up. How many of you are starting to see a pattern here? How many are you starting to see how this strategy will work? Yeah, there's, once again, our 2 o'clock. It forms its low. It rallies up. Now, I'm going to quickly go through here. I got about 2 more weeks to go through the month here. I'm just going to go each and every day and quickly point this out to you. There's our 3 o'clock right there. Forms its high or low for the day. We'll highlight that one as well. Very repeatable pattern. And there's our 3 o'clock. Once again, forms its high or low, initial high or low for the day, and then rallies up. And we're almost at the beginning of the month. When we get to the beginning of the month, I'm going to show you how we utilize the strategy. There's our 2 o'clock right there. And once again, this can be utilized on 6 different currency pairs. I'm just going to demonstrate this to you on one here today. There's our 2 o'clock. The market rallies up from 2 o'clock. And let's go ahead. Let's get to the next one. There's our 3. There's our 2. Right there. Market pulls back. Very simple strategy. So let me quickly get to the beginning of the month. There's our 5, 4, 3, 2 o'clock. It forms either its high or low, and just like that. I know some of you are probably getting sick of this. You're probably getting out here, and we're looking here. We're simply looking for the high or low. There's our 3 o'clock. There's our 2. Forms its high or low for the day. And we're almost at the beginning of the month. How many of you are starting to see a repeatable pattern? How pretty much right there. 2 o'clock, the market forms its low or high for the day. It rallies up. Now we're almost at the beginning of October. We almost get there. I know some of you are saying, William, we get the point, but I just want to make sure. I'll make sure that everybody understands this. There's our 2 o'clock right there. The market pulls back. And we're almost at the beginning of the month. So I went through a whole month right here. There's our 2 o'clock. There's our initial high or low. The market pulls back. Very simple strategy. So we've just gone through the whole month right there. Just gone through the whole month. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to back this up. And I'm going to show you how we trade this strategy. Now, here's one of the things I want to point out here. We are going to be working off of the 3 o'clock candle. The 3 o'clock a.m. candle. Now, once again, I pointed out, unfortunately, because daylight savings time, we are actually normally be looking at the 3 a.m. candle, but because we moved an hour back, we're actually going to be looking at the 2 a.m. candle going back into October because it's a different time because it's an hour behind here. So let's go ahead and let me back this up here for you. And we're going to go ahead, I'm going to show you the strategy here. Now, like I said, what we're going to be doing here is we're going over a very simple strategy. Back that up to right there. So there's our 2 o'clock candle right there. Now, once again, we're simply just going over a very simple 50 pips per day. Once again, the market has a daily trading range of about 50 to 200. Very simple strategy. Just want to make about 50 pips per currency pair. So let me go ahead. Let me clean this all up here for you. Now, here's the strategy. Here's where you want to start taking notes here. What we're going to do once we have identified that 2 o'clock candle. Once again, normally it would be 3 o'clock. Because it's daylight savings time, we have to go back and we have to actually go off of the 2 o'clock candle here. Now, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to set an entry buy 10 pips above the high. So let me come in here, set my entry buy right there, 10 pips above it. I'm going to type that up for you. Plus 10 pips above. That is our entry buy. Now, this is only a pending order. We have not committed to this yet until the market crosses over and enters us into that position. Now, we're also going to set an entry sell 5 pips below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me go ahead and let me type that up. So minus 5 pips below. That is going to be our entry sell. Once again, we're not committing to either one of these positions. These are simply pending until the market either crosses over one of these positions here. So here's what we're going to do. Let's watch what happens right here. Bam. The market crosses over, and we are now into a market sell position. We are now committed. We are now in this. We are now in a market sell position from that point. Now, the first step in this process is we need to cancel the opposite order. We cancel this opposite order because we are now in this market sell position. Second step, we come in here and we are going to set our stop 5 pips above that candle high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be our stop. And I'm going to type that out for you right here. So plus 5 pips is going to be our stop. Let me type that out here. Stop. Stop equals 5 pips above the high. Just like that. Now, we are going after 50 pips. So we are now going to set our limit. Let me come in here. We're in this position. We're going to set our limit 50 pips, so 16143. 16143. And this is going to be our limit, and that is going to be 50 pips. Type that out for you here. And there we go. So very simple strategy. Let's go ahead. Let's see what this market does here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and right there we get taken out with a loss right there. So in this case right here, we just lost. Let's see here. We entered into the market here. We exit. So the first trade, we're down 25 pips. Minus 25 pips, which is a loss with a standard position of $250. Now, once again, I don't want to come in here and show a bunch of wins. So right there, first trade, we are down $250. So we're going to go ahead now. We're now looking for the next opportunity to get into this market here. So we're now looking for that next opportunity to get in. Let me go ahead for this market. So let's see here. Where's the next? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got to advance this one more. Bam, there's our 2 o'clock candle. So we're now going to repeat this strategy. We're going to repeat this strategy, and now I'm going to have you do it. So we're now looking at setting our market entry 10 pips above. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. There's our market entry plus 10 pips above is our entry buy. Right there. And 5 pips below, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pips below is our entry sell. So minus 5 pips equals 5 pips below. That is our entry sell. Once again, we are not committing to either one of these positions until the market crosses over. So let's see what this position does here. Bam. We are now into a market sell position again. Market sell. Bam. First order is we go in, we cancel the previous order. Just like that. We set our stop 5 pips above. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our stop right there. Stop equals plus 5 pips above the high. Now I want everyone to take notes because on the next two, I'm going to have you these out to me. So now we're going to set our limit. The limit, we are now in a market sell position. Once again, 50 pips. And let's see, right about there. 50 pips, 16129. 16129. Right there is going to be our limit. And our limit is going to be 50 pips. So let's see how this trade works right now. 1, 2, 3. 3 hours later, bam, we have fulfilled our limit. So the next trade, plus 50 pips, equals plus $500. So we just made $500 profit on the next trade. So right there, 2 trades, we are now up $250. Let's go ahead and clean this all up. We're going to repeat this. I'm going to repeat this a couple more times. What I want you to do now is I want you to go ahead and I'm going to have you tell me how we're going to do this. So let's go ahead, let's move this forward here. So we find our next candle. Let's see here where we are. So there's our 2 o'clock right here. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you tell me where we're going to do this. Where do we set our entry buy? How many pips above? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. Let me make sure everybody understands. How many pips above are we going to set our entry buy? Yeah, 10 pips above. Right there, bam. There's our entry buy plus 10 pips above. That is our entry buy. Once again, we are not committing to this. So thank you, Carol. Thank you, Michael. Great. I appreciate that. Where do we set our entry sell? Yeah, 5 pips below. Great. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Pierre. Great. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there is our entry sell. Minus 5 pips below. That is our entry sell. Very simple strategy. So let's go ahead and see what the market does here. Bam. We're now in this entry sell position. So what is the first step? What's the first step? Yeah, we cancel. This now becomes our market sell. We are now committed. We are now in this position. And we're going to cancel the opposite position because we are now in a market sell position. First step, cancel the opposite order. Second step is to set our limit. How many pips above are we setting our limit? I mean our stop. Yeah, we're setting our stop 5 pips above. Let me go ahead. Let me change the color on that. Just like that. So there's our stop equals 5 pips above the high. Just like that. And where do we set our limit? How many pips do we set our limit at? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. Yeah, Doug got that right. Pierre got that right. Absolutely. So we are now in this market sell position. We're setting our limit at 16038. 16038. That's our limit. And our limit equals 50 pips. Just like that. So once again, we're just simply coming in here. We're just simply coming in trying to capture 50 pips off of each currency pair. And once again, you can do this exact same strategy on 6 different currency pairs each and every day for this London breakout session. So watch what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles later, 4 hours later, we just captured another 50 pips. The next trade, bam. So right here, we've placed 3 trades, and we are now up, let's see, 500, 1,000. So we're up about $750 on 3 trades. Very simple strategy. Once again, just coming in here trying to capture 50 pips per day with each one of these. So how many of you are understanding this? Go ahead, type in a yes, type in a me. Let me know that you do, in fact, understand this. Because I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to let you do the last one here. We're going to do one more here because we're about to run out of time here. Yeah, great. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring this up here. Let me show you one more here. And we got to back this up. So let's back this up. And right there. There's our 2 o'clock candle right there. So let me delete all this. Delete, delete, and delete. So first step in this strategy, we set our entry buy how many pips above. So let me go ahead and back that up here. How many pips above? Yeah, 10 pips above. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's our entry buy plus 10 pips above is our entry buy. There's our entry buy. And then we're going to set our entry sell. How many pips below? Yeah, 5 pips below. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our entry sell right there. Very simple strategy. So minus 5 pips below. That is our position here. Now, Ernie's asking, do you always use the two-way? Because we are experiencing daylight saving time, I'm going back to October here. We are an hour behind, but you would actually use clock candle. However, to demonstrate this for you, because this is from last month before daylight, I'm using 2 o'clock candle. So moving forward, Ernie, you would use the 3. Market by position. The first order is to cancel the opposite position right here. And Nick's saying what time is that? That would be Eastern time. So you also plan ahead as well. So we're now going to set our stop. Now here's a little bit different. When we're doing a market position, we're actually going to set our stop right at the reason is because no need to compensate for the difference between the bid and the ask. All these volume charts here, there's no difference. We don't have to compensate for the difference. So when you go through each of the intricacies of this, unfortunately, I don't have much time to go through all of this, everything. But right, we're now in a market buy position, and when we're in a market buy position, we will stop at the candle low. There. So at the candle low, we are setting our stop right there. Now, once again, how many we go after here? Where are we setting our limit? How many pips above? Yeah, we are going to set our 50 pips above our entry. So we go ahead in here and right there. Bam. So 038. 16038 right there. So that's going to be our limit. And our limit is going to be 50 pips. Just right there, we're going after 50 pips. Let's see what this market does here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 candles later, up, we fulfill it. We just captured another 50 pips right there. Let me go ahead and do that. I don't have a lot of time to keep going forward, but can everyone see the benefit of utilizing this strategy? Going after simply a simple win of 50 pips. Yeah, 50 pips per currency pair. So let's go ahead. 2, 3 successful trades out of 4. Let me go ahead. Let's quickly add it. So that was 700. That was 500 plus 5 plus 5, and then we had a loss of $250. So $1,250 over the course of 4 days of trading, $1,250. So $1,250 in 4 days of trading off of one currency pair. How many of you would be okay with that? How many of you would be okay simply just going after a quick 50 pips per day, and right there, $1,250 in 4 days of trading on one currency pair. Now, once again, the neat thing about this is that this was the British pound US dollar. You can also utilize this on 5 additional currency pairs. And here at Market Traders Institute, we are going to teach you how to do this. We're going to teach you each and every day on how to do this on this London breakout session. Now, how many of you would love to be able to go through this? How many of you would like to learn how to do this? Yeah, once again, like I said, in 45 minutes, I don't have enough time to show it to you, but let me go through here. Let me explain to you. You are going to learn, now imagine this. Imagine having the opportunity to learn in live webinars what you just experienced today from a trader who has days like this. Your instructor here, this is why your instructor, Joshua Martinez here. On one of his days, he captured 964 pips, $9,861. Now, these are stats from a similar session where we made 964 pips from the trades placed in just that day, and then took the big pips and profit just 8 days later. So let's go ahead and look at show you some of the investors who started trading the Forex market with MTI's guidance. This is Thomas S. Thomas S. says, I made $4,500 in my first week. Anthony here says, I would say about a month after I started to see a return on my investment. An average month of trading, I'm making 3,000 pips per month. Once again, these are students that have gone through our program here. Peter Cook, he was just at our office here the other day. He says, I did Josh's Great British Pound Australian Dollar. It took me to the limit, just as Josh said here. Says it was good for 80 pips. Once again, Joshua Martinez, who will be your instructor for this. FX Caddy here says, I've struggled for several months, but my rep got me focused. I've made 575 pips in 2 weeks. How many of you would like to go through our program, see these same types of results, having a live instructor teach you how to do this? FX MPX here says 144 pips in just 24 hours, 96 pips this morning alone. These are students showing you what they can do here. Now, this is our Forex Mastermind, Joshua Martinez. Once again, the reason why our students are able to receive these types of results they are is because the Trading Club instructor, Joshua Martinez, he has days like this. In one day, $8,800 in one day. This is Joshua Martinez, who will be leading and guiding you through your trading events. If you like what I showed you here today, you are going to love his teaching. Now, Josh has days where he's made over $8,000 in a single day. He's going to show you how he does this. Now, in our live market, online Forex sessions, this is part of our program here, you'll be able to trade live with Josh twice a month. In these bi-monthly live market sessions, you will learn directly from Joshua, a well-known trader, on how you can potentially mimic his Forex trading success. You understand how to avoid costly mistakes, learn how past history repeats itself for future profit potential, discover return on investment boosting strategies to accelerate your trading account, and you can pick Joshua Martinez's brain in a live Q&A session. Now, you also get one Forex market preview video each week. You're gaining exclusive access to the market analysis Joshua does weekly and the possible scenarios that he'll be looking at to take advantage when the trading opportunities present themselves. This includes an email reminder each week containing the Forex market preview video where Josh will be sharing the currency pairs he's looking at trading that particular week. So imagine having a professional analyst send you out a video each and every week detailing his trading opportunities. He's also going to provide recorded replays on an ongoing basis. Each of these sessions will be recorded, so even if you can't attend live, you'll be able to extract the knowledge and the strategies that Joshua discusses. These recorded replays become available about 24 to 48 hours after each session ends. Now, in the live market webinars, in the preview videos, not only will Joshua show you his winning trading techniques, but he'll also highlight common mistakes that you could be already avoiding here. Now, that is not all you're going to be receiving today in this program. You're also going to receive 4 special bonus gifts just for getting started here today. Now, you're also going to receive bonus number 1, 30 days of free Market Traders Institute's VIP Analyst on Demand service. So imagine that. Imagine being able to have access to a live analyst, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. We're going to give you that as bonus number 1. Bonus number 2 is Introduction to Currency Trading, 4 Forex lessons by Market Traders Institute. You're going to learn specific information regarding what the Forex market is, equity management, trading Japanese candlesticks, and how to potentially leverage support and resistance in your favor. That right there, that has a $797 value, and the VIP Analyst on Demand has a $997 value. Free bonuses here today. Bonus number 3 is a profit plan. We're including a profit plan consultation call. This has a value of $595. This will allow you to receive the same profit plan that helped Joshua turn an initial deposit investment of $500 into $39,000 in profit. And as a 4th and final bonus, we're also including a special ebook that helped Joshua become successful. That is the 10 Keys to Successful Forex Trading ebook by Jared Martinez. This has a value of $20. All of these bonuses are free for you here today simply for signing up for our program here. So everything I showed you here, this is included when you enroll in our program. Now, individually, if you were to enroll in this program, this would typically cost you $5,403. But because we're doing a club-based membership, the monthly membership is only $297 per month. But for attending this Investor Inspiration webinar here today, you won't even be paying that today by simply taking action. So here's what I'm going to do for everyone here in the room. Everybody that's attended here today, has stuck with me through this presentation, I'm going to do something special for you here today. Something we normally don't do. Now normally, by enrolling in this club membership program, you would be paying $297 a month for this membership program. However, if you take action right now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the ability to get in for only $27 for your first 30 days of membership. This is our new customer introductory offer here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, not only that, but I'm also going to reduce your ongoing monthly payment to just $147 a month thereafter when you enroll in our VIP discount club savings here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to send out a link to everyone here in the room here today. I'm about to run out of time. I'm going to send out this link to everyone here in the room. And what I'm going to do, go ahead, click on the link. When you click on the link, you'll be able to register, be able to enroll for $27 to get in this program. I think everyone will agree. Go ahead, type in a yes if you believe this is worth $27 for 30 days of going through this program, learning how to do what I demonstrated for you here today. Yeah, Pierre says yes. Andrew does. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me send out that link to everyone here in the room. Go ahead, click on it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and let me pull that up for everyone. Let me show you exactly how to do this here. Oops. Let me pull that up here. Let me go back here. Right there. Bam. So when you pull this up here, it's going to show you everything you're going to get here. 2 live market sessions. 1 live market Forex preview video, recorded replays. Everything I showed you here today is included. All you do is click on here, only $27 per month. The key says you're going to. Chris says, yeah, go ahead, click on the link, get enrolled today. I think everyone will agree for $27, this is well worth the investment here today. Once again, plus our VI discount program here today, your monthly membership is just $147 a month off that. We're going to save you 50% simply for enrolling. Now, the neat thing about this is, let me go ahead. If you go ahead, let me know if you are going to receive those links here. Great, thank you. Now, here's the web page. If you do not receive the link, you can go ahead and type this in. It'll send you to that link. Now, here's the neat thing about this is that we also back it up with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So not only if you're not satisfied when going through this, all you do is simply, within 30 days, contact us, we'll cancel your membership. So this is a risk-free opportunity for you here today. Once again, go to the web page. We'll get you enrolled here today. And once again, I'm going to send out the link one more time to everybody here in the room, just like that. And so once you get that link, go ahead, please type in a yes. Let me know that you have indeed received that link so we can go ahead. And if you have not received the link, go ahead, type in, and we will send it to you. Great. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. And thank you, Alexander. Great. I appreciate that. So there's a link. My time is just about up. Do we have any questions? Anybody have any questions before we end today's presentation? Great, I appreciate that. So once again, there's the link, everything that you see on that website. Let me go ahead and pull that up one more time for you here today. There we go. So once again, you're going to receive the 2 live market sessions here, the Forex market preview video each and every week. You're going to receive the recorded replays. Once again, $27 for that, absolutely. Yeah, great bonus. You're going to receive 4 bonuses. You're going to get 30 days of access to the Analyst on Demand. You also get bonus number 2, currency trading, 4 Forex lessons. Bonus number 3, which is our profit plan consultation call, and also the 10 Keys to Successful Forex Trading ebook by Jared Martinez. So Great. Vincent, I see Vince, I saw what you just typed in there. I appreciate that. I saw what you just typed in there, Manuel. Great. Yeah, so listen live, you're going ahead and taking advantage of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. Let me go back to this link here. If you do not receive the link, go ahead, let us know. If not, I'm going to go ahead, bring this presentation to a close here.